Hi, welcome to the shelter. It's good to finally meet you too. Great. Please have a seat. And let me just clear out my space. It's been kind of a busy day, which is a good thing. So you're looking to adopt a cat today. Great. Let me see. I know I had some of your information here. Okay. Great. Now, I'm just going to get some of your basics, and then we have just a small interview before you get to go mingle with the kitties, and that's just because we like to provide a safe environment for them that feels stable. Yeah, so we like to make sure people are serious and that we have the kinds of animals that are going to meet their needs and be good matches before we let you mingle. Sure. Thank you. Yeah. We take it very seriously. Okay, so first of all, if I can just get, if you can remind me of your name first and last. Jonathan is that with an A? A, okay. And your last name? See. Right, that's right. Your email address? And is that Gmail? Perfect. Okay. And then your address. 86 Avenue North. Unit B. Great. And is that in the city? I love that neighborhood. Love it. Okay. Zip code? 03. Okay. Can I get a primary phone number? 074756. And is that your cell phone, landline? Cell. Of course it's a cell. Nobody has a landline. I didn't even know why I asked. Okay. And an alternate phone number? Yeah, work would be great. And where do you work? Cool, that's great, yeah. And what do you do there? Oh. Yeah, I have actually a lot of friends who do the same thing. Yeah, it's such a cool market. Yeah, design is really interesting to me. Okay, and then some questions about just your lifestyle. And first of all, do you currently live in a house, a condo, an apartment? A house? A townhouse. Okay. And do you rent or own? Rent, okay. And how long have you lived there? 5 years. So you're pretty settled. It is. It's such a good neighborhood and very pet friendly. Yes. You'll make more friends now if you can talk about your cat. Yeah. Okay. And you plan on staying? Any major changes that you anticipate? No? Cool. Okay. We'll help you make your house more of a home, I hope. Okay. Do you happen to have your landlord or management company, landlord, name and phone number if possible? Okay, Jason Sarkis. IES. And phone number? Oh, take your time. I don't even have my mother's phone number memorized anymore. I know, everything's in my phone. Take your time, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put you into our system here. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that the same area code? Yeah. I thought so. Okay. 1. Perfect. And how many adults live in your home at this time? Just you. Okay. And are there many children that come around? No. And do you have any allergies that would be? No. Perfect. Okay. I assume you'll be the person who's primarily responsible for the cat? Of course. And I don't think this applies, but we just have to check, is this cat intended as any kind of a gift or surprise? No. Good. You would be quite surprised, I think, at how often people think this will be a wonderful present, and it almost never works out that way. Yeah, it's kind of seasonal. At Christmas, people try to give puppies as gifts. Easter, sometimes bunnies. Yes, I know. Okay. And then if you could just tell me which of these applies to your reasons for wanting to adopt. Okay. Companionship. Yep. It's the best. It's the best reason. For breeding. Good. We don't, as a shelter, you can imagine, we're not super stoked on breeding. Yeah. Good. Okay. And then I assume not for children. And then our last category is mouser, a cat that might help control your rodent or pest population. No. But you wouldn't mind it. Okay. My cats sometimes eat spiders, and I feel a little bit morally divided when it happens, but I'm secretly glad. Yeah. Okay. Now, will this cat be an indoor cat, outdoor cat? Great. We definitely prefer indoor. There's a lot of hazards out there. Unfortunately, our world wasn't really designed for them. The house cat. Yeah. Okay. And when you're not at home, who will be, I should say, where will the cat be allowed? Run in the house. Perfect. I do have somewhere some information about ideas for when you're bringing the cat home, and ways to help acclimate them. And one of those is, you can, and initially if there's rooms you want to shut off and that kind of thing, it can be helpful to you, the cat. Yeah. I have a copy for you to take home, but I will find it in a little bit. Okay? Okay. So if you are on going on vacations away very often? Not often. Okay. if you were to, who would take care of the cat? Perfect. Okay. It's nice to have good friends. Do you plan on having your cat declawed? Great. Good. We're so glad you feel that way. We actually have an agreement that is laid out, and I will have you actually sign it before you do adopt. But it lays out all of the information about declawing, that we're not in favor of it, and that we would like you to promise not to. Yeah, you'll see, but it sounds like you already good. Yeah, the cats need their claws for balance. Declawing is very painful too, and in case of an emergency, cats need to feel protected. Right. And we'll include with this a lot of information, and your licensing information will be in here too, so you can mail it back to the county. But we have a lot of good information in here about ideas for different ways to help cats stretch their claws, different kinds of posts and toys that we recommend. Absolutely. Okay, so great. And have you had pets in the past as an adult? Okay, just growing up. And what kind of cat did you have? Probably a American domestic. Yeah, short hair, was it? Yeah. Okay. Male? Was he altered? Was he neutered? Yes. Altered is one of those strange sort of Orwellian words we use. I know. Okay, let me just everything here is looking good. We just like to keep a record. Okay, I assume we don't have to worry about current vaccinations or licenses for other animals. That's great. Do you have a vet that you use? Okay. Yeah, we can recommend one to you. And I'm going to give you some information. Gosh, it's all in here. Tons of stuff, but we have a great list that recommends a lot of different vets in the area, including my vet, who is wonderful. I'll go ahead and mark that for you. She actually makes house calls, which my cats love because they're sort of cowardly. They don't like to, yeah. And also some coupons for various medical treatments, including a free spay and neuter if you get a younger cat. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give that to you too when you go. Okay, so let's start talking about your preferences for what kind of cat you would like. First of all, I just need to ask if there are circumstances under which you could see yourself getting rid of a cat, returning the cat to the shelter, or giving it to a friend. Okay. None that are foreseeable. That's what I like to hear, obviously. Yeah, we obviously don't love to think about that, but we have to ask. Great. Yeah, we want to stress that these cats are definitely sort of, they're forever. Right. Okay. And how much money do you expect to spend on your cat? Just kind of a ballpark. Have you thought much about it? Great. Yeah. It's not much with cats as long as there aren't any kind of health problems. But we do ask that you consider needs for food, veterinary care, supplies. Yeah, great. Okay. Let's see. Now, just a few issues. We've talked a little bit about indoor versus outdoor. Great. We won't really need to go through introducing your pet to other pets. Good. Okay. Nail trimming. Are you sort of familiar with doing this, or? Okay. Yeah. It kind of becomes up to you. Yeah. Okay. Litter box issues. Do you have questions? And I empty mine every day. Yeah. Some people go longer. There are lots of options. Okay, scratching furniture. Again, I gave you in here. We have a nice list of recommended kinds of scratching posts and stuff. I'm gonna mark a couple of my favorites. Yeah, the extra long pole is always a good one because it really allows them to stand up and stretch like they would a tree in the jungle. And I always try to support mine when they do it. I like them to feel like jungle cats because cats in the wild like to mark their territory that way. Yeah, great. We've talked about declawing. It doesn't sound like interaction with children is a big issue. And good thing about cats is they mostly groom themselves, unless you have maybe an older cat or a cat with specific issues, but we can talk about that when and if that's the case. Okay, so the fun part is we're going to just ask a few questions about what kind of cat you're looking for, and then I'll let you meet them. Okay, so first of all, did you have a specific breed or coloring in mind? Okay, great. We like that. You can try to anticipate, and you never know which one is just going to steal your heart. The cats that have been walking around are Etienne and Bernard, I think, and that they are both what we call blue tuxedos. Yeah, it's a cute name. It just means that blue-gray, really pretty, with white. Right, because we call just the regular black and white ones tuxedo. Tuxedo cats, yeah. So mention that you have a penchant, as do I, for the tuxedo cat. Yeah, we call it tortoiseshell. I call it torties. Okay. Okay. And would you be willing to meet any cats with special needs? Great. Those are called heterochromia, with 2 different color eyes. I know. They're for some reason they're harder to adopt, which always kind of strikes me as odd because I think they're so beautiful. Yeah. I'm not sure if we have any right now. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye out. Hilarious, right? Okay. Okay, and age is an important issue. Yeah. Yeah, so we go baby, kitten, adult and senior. Okay, yeah, so maybe younger adult. That's good to know. At this time of the year, a lot of people go for the small baby kittens, which is great. But actually, we do like to advocate for the older cats a little. With kittens, it can be really hard to figure out what their personality will be like. Yeah. And as they get a little bit older, their personalities are already shaped a little bit more, and you can tell what their temperament will be. So you would be willing to think about older cats as well. Okay, that's great. And you want mainly a companion. What level of interaction do you prefer? Okay, so you like pretty cuddly. Do you prefer a lap cat? Okay, yeah. A cat who will sleep with you, or? We can tell a little bit. A lot of them have been fostered, and so we know actually quite a bit about most of their habits, which is great. So, okay, and level of activity in terms of playfulness and kind of mellow. Yeah. Some of them really tear around, and we have a lot of really chill cats, cool cats right now. Okay, and would you be willing to take on a cat with any kind of health needs that we talked a little bit about? That. Yeah. No, I understand that completely. So we'll look for someone healthy and happy and cuddly for you. In terms of company, do you often have people over? Somewhat. Game nights and stuff. Okay. Yeah. But not wild parties. Okay. Great. A couple of the cats, I think you had, from our online pictures, you had picked out, let's see, one of the cats, Tyrion. Yeah, I like the name. Yeah, you can always change it, especially with the younger cats. But yeah, Tyrion. He is 2 years old, and he is a tortoiseshell. Could I ask, just for matchmaking purposes, what you like about him? He's cute. He does that. He likes to drink from like sinks and faucets, and it's kind of funny. There's a video of him doing that. So you like the kind of quirky. Great. Okay. And let's see, is there anything else before I take you in to meet these guys that you, I guess I should ask if you're interested more in male or female. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I think it's good to have an open mind. Typically the females can be a little bit more aloof, although they also tend to be calmer and less territorial. Yeah. Okay. And you're just looking for one today, right? Yeah. Cats they're social animals, but their primary relationship can oftentimes be with humans. So, yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Let me I'm going to give you just a couple things to sign. They just confirm that you're looking for a cat that you can spend your life with, a forever home. And we just want to confirm that you understand our no declaw policy. Okay? And so if we could sign those right, let's see. Yep. And there. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. And thanks for being so understanding about all of that. I can tell you take it really seriously, and it just makes me so happy. I think you're going to be wonderful with them. So if you want, our shelter, all of the cats that we have at the shelter currently are through there. So we'll go ahead and get you started, okay? Great.